So today we are discussing about industrial sector in Telangana state. Here, when we observe investments, particularly in transport, irrigation and energy and information, communication technology, these are, playing very important role to driving the economic growth and empowering the economic communities, particularly when we observe all over the countries. Because these industrial sectors are playing vital role. Manufacturing sector creating employment around 14.2% of the workforce are engaged in industrial sectors. So these sectors are these industrial sectors are playing very important role. We can say that. Industrial sector is a key strategy which is followed by economic growth and development in Telangana. The government is particularly committed towards the uh, creation of uh, job opportunities, particularly for youth, and promoting development, particularly the backward areas. They're maximizing the growth opportunities by providing the optimum utilization of available resources. So here, the vision of the industrialization of Telangana, when we observe that research to innovation, innovation to industry, and industry to prosperity. This is the vision of industrialization of Telangana state. So here in Telangana, innovative, incubate, and incorporate. This is the policy framework intended to provide the business regulatory environment, and where doing business would be easy to shaking hands and innovation. When we observe this, the technology driven the uh, improve the uh, industrial growth as well as development process of the Telangana state. So here the government, particularly in Telangana, they committed to provide graft-free and a hassle-free environment. They are creating this environment so that entrepreneurs, the spirit of local and domestic international investors can come and invest within the state of the Telangana. So the government of Telangana realized that industrial development requires large scale and private sector participation with the government. They are playing in a vital role, particularly facilitators and catalysts. So here the government, as I pointed out, that government is providing graft-free and a hassle-free environment so that they can come and set up the industries within the state and they can invest more and more. So here, when we observe the industrial policy in Telangana state, what are the policies are there? Generally, the new Telangana state industrial policy, it provides the framework and it makes the existing of the industries more competitive and also that attract realized new industrialization and national investment in industrial sector. The focus is particularly to core the manufacturing sectors with the creating the employment for urban and rural youth. This adding the additional value for existing of skill enhancement of all the categories or all the stages, you can say that. So it is expected that most of the significant outcome of this approach, the production will increase, high quality of goods and services, comparatively competitive, we can say that. And this policies establishes the made in Telangana, made in India. So this brand with the high global recognition easily come for goods. So here, when we talk about the minimum inspection and the maximum facilitation, the industrial policy framework, the following mandate updates, particularly the departments, they are responsible for the industrialization of the state, minimum inspection and maximum facilitation they are providing. What is minimum inspection? Generally, when we observe that the, no random inspections without the case, subject to the statutory requirements, the departments have to develop the system where each industry's unit inspected around 3 to 4 years. So this some random inspections will be planned to keep the industry, but these inspections will require a specific written permissions of the head of the department. So the maximum facilitation, this encompasses the effective of the system beyond the uh, conventional single window and self certification that will encourage automatic renewals will be implemented. So there will be web-based e-helpline facilities and physical help desks also there, particularly in Hyderabad and other districts of the Telangana. The information availability and industrial development transactions, this also will transparent, particularly in the state of Telangana Industrial Infrastructure Corporation. This provides the all their activities when we observe it. So the government of Telangana is determined to create ecosystem in which the ease of doing business, particularly the state, even exceeds the best global standards also. Telangana state government is aware that offering the hassle-free system and that consider the highest priority to the industrialists. This system, particularly under this system, we call it as Telangana State Industrial Project Approval and Self-Certification System, nothing but Telangana TS IPAS Act 2014. Particularly, this is issuing for the clearance of single point based on the self-certification through the end-to-end and interactive online system. The number of documents particularly attached to the industrial application has been brought down around from 110 to just 10, a system particularly right to industrial clearance. The approvals involved in investment, when we observe that around 50,827 crore, including investments from Telangana TS Genco and total employment potentials, particularly for these industries, are estimated and increased the commercial production as well as advances stages of completion and under the various stages of the construction. So when we talk about the structure of the industries in Telangana state, classification of the this MSME. As we know that the government of India has proposed to raise the investment limits uh, under each category of MSME. When we classified that, when we observe that mega projects and large projects, medium projects, micro entrepreneurs and small industries, when we classify these projects. So here, mega projects, those having the investment, particularly 200 crores, they are those who are investing, those who are having investment 200 crores in plant and machinery, or if they are providing the employment opportunities, at least more than 1,000 persons, this comes under the mega projects. Investment should be above the 200 crore and employment opportunities uh, more than the 1,000 persons. That comes under the mega projects. Then other large projects also there. Those having investment between 10 and 200 crores investment, particularly plant and machinery, thus comes under the large projects. Okay. So medium industries, those who are having investment between 5 to 10 crore in plant and machinery, they are comes under the medium enterprises. And those having investment less than 25 lakhs in plant and machinery comes under the micro industries. Small industries, the investment between 5 to 25 lakhs comes under the this investment under plant and machinery comes under small industries. So this MSME sector in Telangana, how it is progressing, the micro, small, medium enterprises sector. Highly, when we observe, highly vibrant and dynamic sector of Telangana's economy over the years, when we observe, these MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises are playing, vital role for providing employment opportunities and comparatively, no lower capital cost for those who are low skilled, and apart from the facilitation, they are particularly providing for the rural industrialization. It provides complementary products to a large industries and contributes enormously to inclusive growth and regionally balanced development of the Telangana state. So when we observe this MSME, there has steady growth in the number of MSMEs registrations over the years. When we observe around 800 and 8,435 MSME units, they have commenced their operations, particularly the formation of the state. So their investment about 11,487 crore. Since January 2015, these MSMEs are providing additional employment opportunities also. This is also approximately 1.59 lakh persons engaged in MSME sector. So when we observe, while micro industries, these industries account around approximately 58.07 of total units. Their share of investment and employment generation comparatively oh, around less, we can say that 11.92 and 30.12% respectively. When we're talking about small units, that accounts around 63% of total MSME, and the investments increased 55.4 of total their employment opportunities. So these two industries, micro and small, this is the, providing highest for both categories employment. We can say that. When we highlight these sectors, MSME, Green Industrial Park is developed at Yadadri district, which is association with the Telangana Industrial Federation. It covers around 441 crores across. Approximately 400 MSME units are expected to start their operations under this park, green industrial park by 2020. There are other schemes also there. When we observe these schemes, Tea Pride scheme, this Tea Pride scheme particularly in order to encourage the entrepreneurship, particularly it is related to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. This Tea Pride is related to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe entrepreneurs. The government of Telangana, it launched to give a special incentive package, particularly under this scheme, a rapid incubation of Dalit entrepreneurs, Tea Pride, in 2014, it was established. During the 2019 and 20, under this scheme, approximately around 5,603 units of AC entrepreneurs with an amount of 216 crores and 2,870 units of ST entrepreneurs with an amount of 139 crores approximately. This provided particularly for the SC/STs with financial incentives under the Tea Pride scheme. There are other schemes also there. Netannaku Chayita, Thrift Fund scheme. Under this existing scheme, particularly this is scheme for handloom weavers. Okay, so in this, weavers, they are contributing around 8% of the wage and equal amount of 8% that contributing to the state government. Previously, the scheme was intended only for the weavers working in cooperative sector. Later, the government has decided to extend this scheme, particularly for all the weavers in the state, both cooperative as well as outside cooperative fold, including the all the workers like warpers, vendors, okay, and dyers. Those who are connected with handloom weaving, they comes under this scheme. So the government has enhanced its share, particularly from 8% to 16%, and has released around 60 crores of this, thus regard in the 2017 and 18. Further, the enrollment of the weavers into the under this scheme has increased, and also under the progress, we can say that. There are other special schemes also there, particularly focusing on micro industries. This small medium enterprises, micro industries are expected to play a significant role, as we know that particularly new state like Telangana, both in terms of value addition and also in terms of creating employment opportunities. These uh, micro small medium enterprises are playing a very important role because creating the employment opportunities. So when we observe the new Telangana state industrial policy, this has made special provision for the MSME and this micro sectors as follows. They are providing adequate member of small plots of industrial parks for small medium enterprises which developed by sheds for micro units, special fund particularly for addressing the incident sickness, special fund for the uh, registrations assistance, and also anti uh, special fund for the anti parenting assistance. These all are providing for the small medium enterprises when we observe this. And also there are some other assistances are there, marketing assistance, particularly to participate in national and international trade that shows buyers and sellers meet, and a consultant panel to respond to these MSME entrepreneurs they need, and a separate state level bankers committee also there for industries, particularly small medium enterprises. Here, a special economic zone, when we are talking about this, it is an area which is particularly for business and trade laws, which are different from the rest of the countries. These special economic zones are located within the country and national borders, particularly their aims that includes the increase in the trade balance, employment, and increase the investment at the same time, increasing the creating the job opportunities. To encourage this type of business to set up the in the zone, financial policies are introduced. These particularly policies typically encompasses investing the taxation, trading, quotas, okay, and customs and labor regulations. Here, when we observe this, additionally, companies may be offer tax holidays where establishing the uh, themselves in a particular this special economic zone. They are granted a period of lower taxation. Along with that, the creation of special economic zones by providing, or hosting the country that may be motivational and by the desire to attract the foreign direct investment FDIs. From this economic zone, special economic zones, the benefits particularly a company can gain by special economic zone may mean that it can produce and trade the goods at a lower price, and being a global competitive, that is more advantage from the this zone. In some countries, the zones have been criticized for this little more than labor camps with workforce designed from the fundamental labor rights. When we look into the objectives of these special economic zones, particularly generation of additional economic activity, promotion of exports, goods and services, promotion of investment from the domestic foreign sources. So creating employment opportunities also there, one of the major objective of this special economic zones. And development of infrastructure facilities, simplifying the procedures for development, operation and maintenance of special economic zone for setting up of units and conducting the business. As I said, single window clearance for setting up of the sedge and a unit in sedge. Single window clearances, a matter of relating to the central as well as state governments. And also easy and simplifying compliance procedures, particularly for documentation with the stress of self-certification. These are the major objectives under the special economic zones. When we observe the list of special economic zones in Telangana, as we can observe, High-Tech City, Gachibowli Financial District, Infosys Companies, Gatkeser, Raheja IT Park, Gatkeser, Ganamo Valley, Hardware Park, Textile Park, Nanotech Park. These are the special economic zones in Telangana we can observe. So what are the important role of these small scale entrepreneurs in Telangana state? When we look into this point of view, industrial policy that resolutions are taken, special particularly the role of the small scale sectors. As I said, the small scale sectors are playing a vital role in Telangana to increase the economy in terms of because it creating the employment opportunities and output and export through the small scale entrepreneurs. The growth in this sector has resulted into wider, particularly the industrial economic activities that ensure that better use of particularly local resources are utilized in a proper manner through the small scale entrepreneurs. The small scale sector, when we observe wide spectrum of industries and small scale services and business enterprises, they are referred to as small scale enterprises. These small scale enterprises, which include modern small scale industries, tinny industries, small scale service entrepreneurs, and village cottage industries, this comes under the small scale industries or entrepreneurs. So the role of small scale entrepreneurs, when we observe industrial, it creating the uh, economic development, it is contributing significantly, particularly the socio-economic welfare of this country. These small scale entrepreneurs continues to vibrant the sector of the Telangana economy. This is important and contributing significantly to the growth of particularly gross domestic product GDP and employment, creating employment opportunities, exporting and creating the entrepreneurial base. These are the major important role these small scale industries are playing. So employment generation, this small scale sector contributes both fourth and fifth manufacturing employment in Telangana. Small scale enterprises are generally, when we observe it, labor intensive so that it creates more employment opportunities and a given capital amount. So these small scale entrepreneurs provide employment